All right, hey y'all. Last night I didn't really want to go live. I was in my hip thrust, but here we are. I already warmed up a little bit, so I think I went up last time. Last time was the first time I did this weight with a 25, the 5 plates and the 25 on each side. So it wasn't like perfect. I mean, it was a little shaky and stuff. So I think we need to get all the disclaimers out the way. Disclaimers are, hey, I can't see whose name that is, but I see your comments yeah, I see that you're here. you know. So disclaimers, this is not ego lifting. This is part of my program. I have to lift heavy. This is me lifting heavy start of the week so that I can keep hitting it, lower weights and different variations throughout the rest of the week. I don't want to hear ego lifting. I don't want to hear anything. I really don't even want y'all to be watching me on this per se right now. Like, not like I'm self-conscious. It's just truly like I just be trying to like lock in. And so those are some of the disclaimers. Okay, so far so good though. Like, I'm not gonna jinx it, but it wasn't really hitting. The stopper wasn't really hitting. Everything felt good on the warm-ups. So let's go for it. This is technically supposed to be like 5 to 8. Last time I think I was getting, anywhere like 6 or 7 reps just with this weight because it's heavy. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, oh, you should be doing more, whatever. Like, no, not at this weight. This is a very heavy weight. So, anyways, let me not talk. Like, let me stop talking. Oh, the other disclaimer is I've been taking a long time doing these. So, I'll probably be over here for a while. It's got to be like 6.5. That wasn't a full lockout, that last one, but I think I did. I don't know if y'all was counting. I think it was like me going for that 7th. Anyways, that's pretty much what I'm doing on this. It's just heavy, shorter, like a smaller rep range, or sorry, I can't even talk. A lower rep range on what I need to get to that exposure. Okay. I don't even know if you guys can see it. Could you guys even see anything? I gotta be kind of limited with my angles because I can't go on the other side because there's somebody over there. Is the lighting good? Somebody's over there. So, hey y'all, what's up? Okay, so we got hip thrust. I'm gonna do this maybe like 3 or 4 times. I'm not gonna let y'all distract me. Haters, you can leave now. I'm sorry. No. Like, don't be distracting me because this is not the time. I know y'all was starting to get kind of rowdy on Friday, just saying stuff. Y'all know who you are. But anyways, yeah, so typically, look, my voice cracking. It always cracks. I don't know. I'm just used to it. You guys, did your voice ever just crack? I'm used to it. It's like part of my voice at this point. So I don't try to hide it. But what I do like during this time, because it's kind of warm in here, like I always said. So I really just have to like wipe my body down and stuff. Because especially my back, because I'm against this little pad or whatever. If I start slipping, then it gets kind of weird. And also with the hip thrust pad, like I said, I mean, even though I want to like dry off because I'm sweating, but I dry off too, so I'm not slippery. One little slip it's not gonna kill me, but it's like it changes my leverage. Like, you know, like when you get your back right against the pad and then it slips, then you're just like, yeah. Where's my water? So, like I said, I'm doing my pre-workout. I'm doing this thing called glycerol, and then I'm doing the creatine and glutamine. I think it was saying both the creatine glutamine mix and then the glycerol. You need to drink like a lot of water. I mean, you need to drink a lot of water regardless, but it really helps with like filling up the muscle. You know what I mean? Let me just grab some of my little lip gloss stuff, and then we'll do the next set. What y'all talking about? Hey, how you pronounce that? Is it just Joe? I'm trying to run it all together. It's like, but it looks like maybe it could just be Joe. Hey, David. Hey, Reg. Okay, wait, who said that? Here, Cash. I'm doing well. Everything's good. I was supposed to be up here earlier. I got up here by like 11. Um, but whatever. At least I'm here before. Like, my rule of thumb on Sundays is if as long as I'm up here by like 1 o'clock, and I'm taking my pre-workout. Like, I don't want to take my pre-workout and stuff after like 1 o'clock because you know it just you don't want to take pre-workout at late in the day. It's not gonna kill me, but and then two, people start coming. People start coming like well, people are here. I don't know why it's like should be more people here right now, but like 12 and 1, it's like a lot of people here. All right, y'all. Let me do the next set. Oh, I'll do it on the next one. Don't forget, I did like I'm gonna write down like 6.5 reps. I'm gonna write in my like I said, I got this little journal or whatever where I'm keeping track of like really what I'm doing. Because I totally see how people could just stay at the same weight, like not forever. But it's tricky because yeah, if you forget what you did, like sometimes I'll be like, wait, did I add 20 to each side or did I add 25? And that's gonna be that difference where if you added 5 pounds that next time and you didn't account for it and you just like think it's like you don't remember you added 5 pounds the last time, so then you just keep adding that same 5 pounds. You're just doing the same thing over and over. So, but I know for sure I did the 25 last time and I wrote in my journal. It's all good. Always kind of try to line up that's what I be doing right here. I be lining up. There's like these little like a groove right here. I try to line it up so I know it's in the middle. I have all these like little, different things before I get started. Like, all right, like I said, 5 to 8 reps, anywhere in between there, I'm good to go. I don't even remember how many that was. Can somebody tell me? Like, I know that sounds weird. I'd be like losing track. Like after that first 3, I'm just like do or die. Like no more counting. I mean, I know it was 6 or 7, but I don't really know which one it was. And what I've been doing recently It almost seems like maybe some weird thing I'm doing. Actually, what happens is, let me tell you what happens. I always this. I know this Smith machine. I probably need to try to transition over to another one. This Smith machine wants to keep rolling back and locking always. So a lot of times, typically when it's a lighter weight, I can just lift off, like push my wrist forward, and then generally my wrist is, I guess, strong enough to kind of really hold it in that spot while I'm thrusting. Kind of. Like, I know it's all about like wrist, but it helps. And then I can just thrust. So especially when I'm in the right angle of thrusting in this direction, then it stays. But if I'm a little bit too this way, then it wants to lock. You know. So not only I'm managing the hip thrust, but I'm also managing this not locking. So after that first three, that's why you kind of saw me doing that. And I was like, they're probably wondering why am I doing this like thing after that third rep. It's almost like the third rep, like my leverage or something. It gets weird. So I kind of like adjust a little bit with the hands and then keep going. So I think that might throw me off a little bit. And then maybe I'll go like another three. So that's why it gets kind of weird. But and then another thing that I wanted to explain. I'm just explaining because this is what I'm doing. But if you see me, like I'll do this thing. I'm not doing my next set yet because I want to go right down what I did. I'll line it up, right? And I gotta line it up too because this is the top. So if you see like if you turn it all the way around, it can like come out like that. So you don't want that. So I just like make sure that this is always at the top. So it's not like because I've had a hip thrust session where it like rolled all the way over and it came out and I was like, oh my gosh. So, anyways, like I'll go up like this. I know I kind of go like this and kind of wiggle. It's because I got like my fat and my skin right here on the top of my legs. Like it keeps wanting to like fold. I know it sounds weird. I almost have to like stretch my skin out and stretch it out on this side so I can kind of get really like a clean like lock point. Sometimes I don't know, you have to like know what I'm trying to say. But I gotta make sure it's like right in there. So that's the spiel on that. Let me go see if I can sure write this. Did anybody count for me? That's your guys' job. Count my I know you guys are like, is it that hard to count? I mean, I'm not saying it is, but hey y'all. Okay. Do you stay away from alcohol for your training? What you know, I've always been a lightweight. But of course I'm not opposed to drinking at all. Um, but I think at this I haven't drank in a while. And honestly, okay, so to answer your question, generally speaking, no, I don't go out, but I don't put myself in positions like I don't be going out, I don't be going to the bars, the clubs, whatever. So I don't be in those spaces. I don't really do a lot of social stuff anyway. So I truly just don't. But don't get me wrong. If you put me in a social setting, I'm not gonna turn on a drink. For example, okay, like that was last year. These times keep rolling around, but I had an associate invite me to a pool party and they were just getting hammered, wasted. Like, and I'm like, okay, I'll have like a beer or two. Like, you know what I mean? But you're not about to have me in here drinking a whole lot that I gotta go work off. So I'm always conscious. You get what I mean? I don't necessarily avoid it per se. Like I may go out next weekend, for example, and I was like, well, what would I drink? Mixed drinks, sugary drinks, cocktails? No, I'll probably just stick to like the little wine or whatever. Like I'm just like I'm kind of almost like a wine person, anyways. What's today? 412. Hip thrust, Smith machine. All right, y'all. This is what I gotta do. And this is 5:30, right? It should be. I already knew that it was 5:30. So the first one I definitely got 7. Let's just go with like no. The first one was like 6 and the reason I'm saying half is because it wasn't a full lockout. I don't think it was a full lockout. So but I think it's farther than not. if I really failed the next rep, it wouldn't go up. I wouldn't even be able to lock it. You get what I mean? That's how I count it. If I was stuck and failed, I wouldn't have been able to lock it. But technically, full range is gonna be past the part where I lock it. But I don't really count any reps where if I'm all the way down at the bottom trying to thrust up and it barely goes anywhere. That's so we're gonna go with, I'm pretty sure that was 7. I feel like I went down, I got the 3, then I did another 3, and then I went up for that 7. That 7 went up. I got 2 more of these. Hey. Oh, it's upper belly. Okay. It's upper. Okay, so you already got it out the way. What all did you do? Hey, Michael, thank you. Wine is not good for the. I know. Yeah, no, but I'm just saying. Some people will say no. I've ruled out all alcohol. Honestly speaking, I haven't had an alcoholic drink in many, 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 many months. I'm talking like I said, I think the last time I did was that pool party, and that pool party was like a year ago. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to answer that the best I can, but it's not like I'm at the crib like, yeah, let me open this wine or drink a beer while I'm by myself just to chill. No, it's just that's not. Like I said, it would only be a social thing, pretty much, and I'm okay with that. Because at the end of the day, like I hate to say it, like, oh, I'm getting old, but as I've gotten older, alcohol just doesn't like do it for me. I'm not like, oh, I gotta drink. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know how to put it because the effects, especially like afterwards and even during, it's just blah. Like, I don't feel like when you're fresh, you don't drink, you feel like normal. When you drink and stuff, like at least when I drink, I just feel kind of like, eh. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I know that sounds like a square, right? Look, no, no. I mean, hey, I'm definitely not going to trade the gains for alcohol. I mean, that's the fastest way to really, especially if you're like a foodie. Like I saw this guy the other day. He was all talking about, oh, I just love food too much. Like he's in here. I was like, so you like how your body is looking? We were just chatting, and he's like, nah, not really. I don't like how my stomach looks, but I just can't give up the food. It's just like, I mean, I feel you. So if you're doing that and you drink on the weekends, okay, let me zone back in, y'all. That's what I said. Let me. All right. All right. And the other thing I have to not do. Well, I'll talk to you in a second. Hold on. Okay, see, that was less. So I'm just wondering if I need to go down from here. That was like barely 6. It's okay. I'm 5 to 8. I'm 5 to 8. Can't make myself feel bad. I'm not even gonna let the thoughts start going into my head like, oh man, no, I'm pushing. So it's like, it's not like I'm slacking and then being like, oh, I'm not working hard enough. I'm literally working with with the potential I'm trying to work. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The effort, the intensity. Anyways, the other thing too, there's like this. I keep telling you, the reason I like this mirror because I could be at that Smith machine right here, where that girl with the green on is. There's a Smith machine over there, right there. That's space in the parking lot in the window. This is fine. It's just like a view. I like the mirror right here because I can really see, like, I mean, I can see myself going down, and I can really see how far I'm getting back up. You know what I mean? Because you can't really tell, like, when you're not really looking. So that's why it's like, it's like perfect, this mirror right here. But the downside of this, I told y'all, there's like the whole cardio is upstairs. So you know how if you just know simple, like, what is that, physics? Yeah. You like the reflection. Wait, it's, yeah. The reflection is like, I'm looking here, but I can look up and I can see everybody looking at me. Well, not looking at me, but they're looking down and they can see me in the mirror and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to toot my own horn like they're looking at me. But then sometimes I'll look up there and I'll be seeing people like because there's nothing else to look at. I mean, let's be honest. Everybody likes people watching. I like people watching too. When I'm up there, I'll be people watching too. So you know what I mean. So it's like right now I am the people that they watching. Like, you guys probably think I'm crazy. Okay, so that's the thing. And then also there's like people like walking past behind me and stuff like that too, and they're like looking in the mirror too. But look, at the end of the day, I'm just saying it. If it really bothered me that much, I wouldn't even be right here. Do you get what I mean? It's not. It used to bother me. Like I told you, I've kind of went past that. Like I've gone past that. Like whatever. At the end of the day, I have to get my workout in. So if I'm gonna be worried about people like looking at me and whatever, then I'm not gonna get my work done. And that's the balance. Like you just like, what am I gonna do? Keep being stressed out about something, or just do the work? And at one point I'm just like, whatever. I'm just doing my work. Like at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Because I told y'all, people always look. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about in general. You guys should always also be aware of that. I just think everybody should know that somebody's always gonna watch what you do. Somebody, there's this thing that's caught in my head. Everything that you do, you should be okay with it being the front page of the newspaper. Have you guys ever heard that? That's always stuck with me because I'm just like, yeah, because you just never know who's watching on anything. So whether you're picking your nose, I mean, I'm not saying you're picking your nose. I'm just saying, are you digging in your butt? Something like I'm saying in general, you might think somebody's not watching, but at the end of the day, they're watching. They're watching. So I don't know where I was going with that, but you know what I mean? The topic of the day, or for now, is just know people be watching. Okay, I got one more. Let me fill up this water bottle. I'm trying to. Am I gonna drop the weight? Should I drop it? I mean, I still got. I could see if I couldn't get to 5. I definitely did 5, and that 6th one was like shaky. So it's cool. I need to keep it. I think at least at the 530 because I'm never gonna get master the 530 if I don't just keep hitting it and hitting, and then like as I keep going up, I'll get like 8 reps across the board, and etc. Let me get some water. Okay. Somebody's over here commenting. Let me see what y'all talking about. Does your gym have a hack squat machine? You talk about a great glute workout. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, we got. Well, I said we. I can't take credit. There's one over here. You can't really see it. Oh yeah, you can. Right. This is a hack squat. Um, let's see. Is there another one? There's a couple outside, some old school ones. I'm not gonna lie though. I've tried it. I just don't feel like I connect with it. I think it's all about your leverages. If you got shorter femurs, see mine are like, I think my femur is long. Basically from here to here, I think it's a long, which means my leverages are different. And when I've done reading on it, it's good for glutes as long as you're very conscious of each rep has to go down as a glute, like considering the glutes. If you just lax with it, you could just easily let the quads take over. And like I said, quads are very secondary to me at this point. I'm not, I'm getting my water. I'm not really focused on quads. So, like I said, I be using chat. Chat be like, don't do stuff that's easily gonna kick you into like a quad exercise, if you get what I'm saying. Like it was telling me to lay off the pendulum squat because I was like, should I be doing pendulum? Pendulum's cool. It was like, yeah, pendulum's cool when you have to think about every single rep being glute. You have to go down a certain way. Hold on. People are probably like, is she talking to herself? No, they see what's going on. Most people see what's happening. Um, I'm gonna do the fourth set, but let me check in with y'all. What am I? You're not drinking that much, smart woman. I'm not into drinking that much either. It's not needed. Yeah, it's not needed, right? Like it's like if you got goals, there's other. Honestly, I'm not a smoker myself at all, but I'm just saying, if someone was gonna choose between smoking and drinking, at least with smoking, it's not gonna ruin your. I mean, I don't think it's gonna ruin your gains because it's not like a calorie per se. But I don't do that either. So, but if somebody was going to say have a vice, I'd say that would be like your safer bet. But then you get into all this, the smoke inhalation, and I don't know, whatever. I don't do any of that stuff though. At this point, it's not necessary. Like I don't feel like I like having a clear mind and a clear like. I remember back when I like used to like smoke and stuff. Like I would even wake up feeling like I was still in my system and be like, I don't feel fresh, okay, Or same thing with alcohol. Even if I don't get that drunk, I can feel it later. Like I'm just like it's still in my blood. I don't know. I'm going back. Hey Daniel, I'm just gonna shout out some people. Oh, your name is complicated. Just say Joe. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so I just want to make sure. No, because I like to make sure I know people's names. Sometimes y'all be coming in here with names, or they be like all jammed together, and I'm like, what? Now, what do I need to call y'all? Thank you. Okay, so Bobby, yeah, I already saw your comment. All right, I'm not gonna get too distracted. I'm gonna come back in a second. David, you ever change less weight and higher reps? Yeah, David, you've been on my channel before, haven't you? Well, unless I saw another David. Yeah, this again, like just for people who have come in like later. It's the heavy day, heavy hip thrust day. Okay, right. So I hit my heaviest hip thrust on Sunday. Hey Sonia. Okay, Sonia. Okay, right. I didn't because I've been seeing your name, but I didn't really know what to call you. Like I read it as La Mila Grossa. Okay, Sonia, but now I know it's Sonia. You might have to tell me again just so I don't forget, because it's not in your name, but I always see you on here. But yeah, so let me go ahead and just do this last one. That was definitely about 6. Let me just go with 6. I'm gonna keep it the same weight, and then, like I said, if I could just get to 5, that's good. It's right where I want it. Okay, I'm gonna chat with y'all. Like I said, once I'm like re-racking all this and like cleaning up and transitioning, we can kind of catch up a little bit more. Because honestly, if I wait too long in between these, it's almost like I like lose, not really lose interest. It's just I'd be like, I don't know, I'd be kind of checking out. Like I just be like, yeah, this is taking too long. Like right before the last set, somebody was walking past behind me. Actually, there's somebody on the machine. Like here I am, but then there's a machine that's like this way and then back, and like he was like looking at me in the mirror, like, and I was just like, I had to like, I like looked at him and then like looked away real quick because I was just like, I'm not trying to make any eye contact right now. Like, let me lock in. I know you look, don't think anything, y'all. I know you guys are like, look, I don't really care, but I just feel like a lot of stuff I'd be saying, if I was on the receiving end listening to what I'm saying, I would think it's like totally weird. But no, this is just truly what happens. Like when I be working out, I'd be like thinking about all this stuff. Last one. Okay. Okay. We'll go with that. I didn't think if I went back down, I would get another one. You just got to make those. It's like those quick executive decisions. Like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, it was more like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Getting stuck at the bottom isn't the worst thing that could ever happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna die. Like, if I get stuck down here, I just rack it, and then I gotta like wiggle my way out. I've done it before. But then it's well, actually, it's probably better. It's not. No, what am I saying? It's better on the Smith machine. It doesn't really matter though, too, because it's not like squats where. Well, what am I trying to say? It's not like squats where. But even if you have the safeties on and you just rolled it back, you don't have to like drop it on the ground. What are the exercise? I remember there was an exercise where if you fail, like you really have to like take all the weights off a really weird way. Which one? But this is fine because even when I failed at the bottom, yeah, it's not. It's not. I gotta think. Which one was it? It could be the pendulum. The pendulum, no, because you could like stop at the bottom and you could still crawl out. A lot of stuff you could just drop it and you'll be fine. I can't imagine there's other ones that you. Actually, before I got here, I was watching a reel, and the guy he put he was bench pressing. The safeties were too low, so when he went to drop it, he like dropped it on top of himself. Like usually it's supposed to stop like right before you, right? And so he had to like wiggle out. You know what I mean? So those ones are pretty dangerous. But if you guys been on here other times, I told y'all, even though it's normal and accepted to like fail at something in the gym, like when I see people fail, I'm just like, hey, they literally went till failure. Like respect. But there's also this special side or this special feeling I have about if you fail, people don't really see the context of how you failed. Like, did you fail because you were going too heavy? Or did you fail because you were really failing like at the end of your set? And like part of me is like, I don't want them to think I couldn't lift the weight. Like, no, I was really at the end. So I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I need to start working on that. I think part of the reason I didn't go back down was because I didn't think I could get it back up. But you just never know until you go back down and try to get back up. Do you get what I mean? So, you know, even I have to work on my thought process because I didn't want to get stuck at the bottom. But it shouldn't be about whether I think I'm gonna get stuck at the bottom or not, right? It should be about well, it should be about just truly like maxing yourself out till failure. And then I have the mechanism to do it because it'll just it'll just fall. Like it'll just fall. I'm not gonna get crushed. Let's see. All right, y'all. So let's just anyway, good luck with your workout. You have great energy. Oh, thanks, Syrup. All right, y'all. Let me just put this stuff away. It's pretty good. I need to be working on going up more though. Probably going up a little bit more. I've been doing the this 5:30. This will be like I don't know if this is the third time. I didn't 2 Sundays ago. I think I had just said the 20 and maybe I tried 25, but I know last Sunday I did the 5 plates and 25 all the sets. And this time I did 5 plates and 25 all the sets too. Can you guys see me? All All right. I'm, look, I'm drawing a blank. I know there's an exercise. Somebody put it in the chat. What exercise is it where, like, if you fail, you might actually die? It's one of them, but I keep forgetting because most of the stuff I'm thinking about right now, you can, like, literally, you're not gonna really die. I saw like another video because a lot of my algorithm is obviously fitness stuff. This guy, he was doing leg press, and then, well, I think he like tore something. I don't know why he couldn't get it back up. But when that weight is bearing down on you on that leg press, and you're either injured or you really snap something or whatever, you really can't get it off you. Like, it's just bearing down on you. People had to like start pulling the plates off. This wasn't here. No, I'm not talking about here. I never saw it. It was online. Like, I was just like, what? But see, I don't think I'll ever be going that heavy at something where it's gonna come to that. You know what I mean? Let's see. I don't know why I'm doing this way. I think it's just a habit. I always alternate sides, but you don't gotta really do that on the Smith machine because already. But actually, one time when I was taking a lot of weight off of one side, I could feel the bar shift. You know, when I took it off, I could feel it shift. It's still no, it's not it knows. It's still bearing weight on one side. So I think you can mess up the track if you don't do it properly. If you just keep repeating and letting one side bear down too much. See, like when I just took that off, you can't see it. When I take this off, I can see the machine shifting slightly. There we go. All right, y'all. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Okay, let me go through chest. Yeah, chest press. You if it falls on you, you might die. uh, Shoulder press. You gotta be careful because I feel like when I'm failing, you still gotta be able to control it down and then drop it. Like you can't just like when you're failing, just like drop it too fast because that's gonna tweak something too. So like I feel like when I'm failing, even when I go up, I gotta like control it down to like at least here, then drop it. If you just start flinging them, that's another one. So that's another thing. Like when you're in the gym, just knowing how to kind of fail or get yourself out of like situations, you know. Okay, that's shoulders. What else we got? Well, it's pretty. I mean, most stuff. I think most stuff you can get yourself out of. Like I said. Hold on, y'all. I always like wipe this. I wipe other stuff down and then I wipe this. I think it's kind of dirty. I mean, it's been lasting. I've had this for like year and a half or something. I mean, it is messed up. It's Velcro, right? This whole part was sewn and now it's like off. So this is really supposed to be sewn like that, but all the thread came out. But it still works. So I must hang on to it. But it's one of those things where you're like, let me go ahead and try to get a new one because when this really messes up, uh, I'm not trying to be stuck out here without anything. That's a habit that I have and I need to start working on is not wait until the last minute to get stuff when I need stuff. But I do it all the time. Like this morning, I was taking the trash out and I realized there was like I used the last bag, you know? Like I only have one more bag. No, I mean like the bag that's being used right now is the last bag. So I was like, oh, I'll I'll get a bag soon. I'll get some more trash bags soon. And then I was like, no, you need to do it ASAP. Because you know, look, I've done it before. Like I ran out of trash bags and then you use like Walmart bags. No, I know it's ghetto. I know, but see, you don't want to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like it's bad habits. Not like running out of stuff before you like, well, yeah, running out of stuff before you can replenish it. Hey, Ricky. Oh, hey, what's up? Who's feminist? What y'all talking about? Hey, Zach. Failure is a component of success. It's part of pushing yourself. Right, exactly. So again, like I said, I'm always, I'm still always maturing in the gym or whatever you want to call it, what people will call it. You know, you're mature when da 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 da. No, I've come a long way. All these little inner thoughts I be telling y'all, I just be telling you. I mean, technically, like I don't. Some of the stuff I be telling you, I don't let it really affect me to the extent that it maybe did before. Like it was affecting me so much that I would go to like gym 3. It's like the little small gym, and I would just go there and do my workout sometimes because I was like, "Why are you looking at me?" But it's not, and it's not even just because I'm trying to be like egotistical or like cocky. It's not. No, I didn't even look at it like that. It was just like, how do I put it? I'm just gonna be honest. Me personally, I know. How do I put it? People are gonna say I think people are looking at me because like my outfit or something. Like, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. I have caught people like looking at me and I'm just like, bro, can you stop? Can you stop? Like, or like, but I'm not gonna lie, it's also me that when I'm doing something that I'm stressed out about, like and I'm nervous about, like I would get nervous right before I would do my hip thrust sometimes because I'll be scared that I didn't get it. Like, if that makes sense, like I would be very anxious about my set and I wouldn't want people looking at me. Like, look, I'm already stressed. Stop looking at me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that anxiety from the set. And then the anxiety made, like, you know what I mean? So it was just like a lot. I know you guys are probably like, what is she talking about? But okay, hold on. We're moving on. Do you get what I mean? So I still have to say that I've kind of gone through all these little transitions. I told a few people about it. And well, I didn't laugh. And they were just like, oh, don't be like that. You're like, you don't have to think like that. You know what I mean? The people always try to make you feel better. I'm like, no, seriously. Like, I don't. Or I would go to like, there's like another little ducked off spot and I go do hip thrusts over there or whatever. So no, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't even claim to be like perfect or like all this stuff. So we got some sim machine lunges. Last time I did 100 total, and then I did those for 8, which is fine. It's like 8 to 10. So, so what should I? Let me do I'll do the 100 again. Let me do the first set 100. If I feel like it's too light or I get to 9, then I'll go up. But if it's like I'm stopping like right at 8, I'll just keep going with the 100. All right, let me go outside. It's feeling a little blah in here right now. All right, what we got? You beg me what? What you talking about? More talk. See, I knew it's always somebody. I've never seen your name before. Not that I remember everybody's name, but again, look, I don't even know. Should I explain or should I not explain, y'all? Like, part of me is like, no, it's just telling people. It's educating. That is what my live is about. My live is about me working out and talking to y'all. And then people are like, don't talk to us. Like, okay. Like, you know what I mean? What they got going on over here? Oh, they have a barbershop event. That's interesting. Okay, right. Don't explain. No, yeah, because it seemed like I'm justifying, right? But at the same time, it's like if people don't know what my concept is on my channel, then they're gonna keep thinking that. They're gonna think, oh, all she does is work out. I mean, all she does is talk while she's supposed to be working out. But that's the point. That is the point. Like working out and talking to y'all. So it's okay. Honestly speaking, let me tell you this too. Even if is it too loud? Let me know. But even if I did, oh my gosh, my phone's gonna fall. We might have to go inside, or I might have to keep it really low. But even if I wanted to talk, like who cares? I'm still gonna do my workout. Like that's the thing. Like that's really the thing. I don't care if I'm here for 5 hours, as long as I get my workout in. I don't really care. But I'm not here for 5 hours. It's just the point. Hold on, let me grab this before somebody takes it. You get what I mean? If somebody gets their workout done in an hour per day, and I take 5 hours, but I still look how I want to look, and they look how they want to look, who's better? The person who was talking, or the person who wasn't talking, and they had the same body, right? Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do 15 lunges. All right. I'm trying to think if I want to do what's today. Sorry, no, you're fine. I think I'm gonna do two of these steps. I'm gonna have to set my camera low, like where it is. This is low to the ground. It's not even that low, but it's kind of windy. I'm gonna bring y'all over here in a sec. Actually, let me figure this out. That's my fault. It's my fault because I literally thought about this. Like, I've been thinking about y'all too. Because when I'm at home, I'm like, if I come later in the day, it's gonna be too many people moving around in the gym. I can't really set my camera up how I want to set it up. You know? Um, I think this is gonna be a safe little area. It's you may not get like the best angle out of it, but you can get the gist. If my camera blows over, I'm gonna go inside. Okay. But see, that's probably the concept of talking while you're at the gym and working out. Maybe is like not people aren't used to that either. People aren't used to a lot of stuff. That's the thing. I feel like I'm just like going against all odds at this point. You know, with all types of stuff on my channel. People just aren't used to stuff. So, but see, I'm not even the save the world type of girl. Like, I don't really care. Some people make it their mission to be like, I have to educate the world and I gotta like change and break down barriers. I don't care about none of that. I just feel like don't get it twisted on certain stuff. That's all I care about. All right, I always do the right side first, so I'll get to the left. All right, that's pretty good. I'm trying to get right in that deep glute stretch. I'm looking at the screen to see my form. Ugh. Woo. All right, that's pretty good. Woo. What are they playing, man? What are they doing? So the other thing I had to figure out, I know the inside Smith machine starts at 30 pounds, but the outside ones, okay, unloaded bar equals 15 pounds. So let's do the math. So I gotta add 85. 85 divided by 2 is yeah, that's like 42 and a half. Um so I don't know if I should just do one plate on each side. That's a lot. That's a lot. Anyways, I'm still warming up, so I'll kind of decide. Hold on, y'all. More talking than working. Wait, okay, yeah, you already, you already said that. People get it, get it. Common thoughts in a gym rat's mind. You're just a stressor. Yeah, totally. Like I'm just telling y'all. I'd rather tell y'all because that's what I want to do. Like I try not to make it too super like venting, like stuff like that. But it can seem like venting. It can also seem like I'm complaining. All those type of things. But truly, this is part of my process. So whatever. Or like pet peeves. That's another thing. Like pet peeves. I am not looking forward to these lunges, man. These like the heavier ones that as I go heavier, but I gotta do it. Sometimes when it's not even that windy, but sometimes when it gets too windy, I'm putting y'all down here again because it's windy. But sometimes when it gets too windy, they go ahead and close some of the doors. They'll close it so it's not like a breezeway. And they'll like close one or two, like so. But sometimes when you have both sides open, like the wind just see. I can't. What do it say on? If it gets too bad, I'll go. It's not even that bad, honestly. But oh my gosh, there's a bug on my shoe. There's a funny story. On Friday, was it Friday? See, it's so windy. On Friday, well, we're obviously outside. They be spraying and stuff for bugs. They be spraying for bugs. I be seeing the pest control, which is cool. I don't really be seeing bugs in here. I mean, but obviously we're outside, so you're seeing like little bugs and stuff. But I walked over to my gym bag last time. It was over here, and there was like a roach crawling on the outside of it, and I was just like, "Ew!" Like, but imagine if it crawled in and I took it home. That's what I was thinking in my head. I was like, "Oh my gosh, a good thing I caught it because it was like crawling in there." Like I was like, "What?" I was just like flipping. And it's different between like seeing like there's like a beetle over here. That's different. When you see a roach, it's like, why is there a roach? You know, I don't know. You just remember like certain type of bugs. Like right now, I'm in Houston. I don't know if this is like everywhere. There's like these like brown beetles. Hey, King Grayson, what's up? There's like these brown beetles. It's like they're like everywhere, almost like. And then like when I leave my apartment complex, I'll be walking down the hall and they'll be all flipped over and stuff. I'm like, what? Kind of weird looking. Okay, let me keep moving. All right, I may as well try this plate. It's not gonna kill me. That should be one of our sayings on my channel or whatever. Uh, something hashtag. It's not gonna kill me. It's not gonna kill you. I mean, because that's like a running thing. Everybody knows that. Like, but did you die? So I don't know if I should do another weight in between 20, 20, jumping from 20 pounds on each side to jumping at 45. A lot of times I like to do a few more reps at like somewhere in between. Let's do we'll just do 35 and then we'll go to the 45. You know, you can't be too eager. You can't be too eager to just jump on like I'd rather do a little bit more than not enough. And if you notice, I'm not doing full sets. It's just truly like put y'all right here. I'm not doing full sets. I'm just doing just a few reps to feel out the weight. I'm putting y'all over there because this is out the way, you know? All right. When I was doing that, I was like, I don't, the way I was feeling, it wasn't feeling heavy, but it was definitely feeling like if I went up 10 pounds on each side, could I do that? Like, that's the feeling it was giving. It was, if that makes sense. It's so crazy how, like, the mind works, how we can be thinking about different things while we're doing other things. Because, like, you would think I'm supposed to be thinking about the set. I'm I'm doing the set, but I'm also thinking about. I'm literally thinking about the next set. While I'm doing the current set. Yeah, I'm see now I'm getting nervous. You know how like okay, like what I'm trying to say is like in the warm up you're just like, okay, I'm doing the warm up, whatever. But as soon as you have to like really start doing your set, it's like, okay, playtime's over. We about to really get into it. Thank you. Sometimes me always like, what's that? Like, this English. No, I'm not trying to like talk about anybody's English, but sometimes y'all be saying stuff and I kind of feel like I get what y'all trying to say, but it just be the delivery be wrong. It be like wrong. Oh, thanks. Yeah, yeah, but you know what? Let me tell you something. Like, you're not gonna. One thing you're gonna see about me, I'm not gonna be asking y'all to like, comment, subscribe. I just it's cringe. I've never liked it. I don't like when other people do it. But again, I get that everybody's like, but if you want to grow, you have to do that because people naturally will react when you say that. They'll go ahead and just do it because they won't think about it. And you're supposed to tell them to do it. Yeah, but I'd rather somebody be so inclined to, follow along or whatever, and then they just do it themselves. Like honestly speaking, like, do you get what I'm trying to say? That's the thing. I'm not gonna fit squarely into like these little molds that most people think I'm supposed to fit into. Like, this is what influencers are supposed to do. This is what content creators are supposed to do. Okay. It's starting to be more people. So I think what I'm gonna bring y'all over here because people are gonna be walking through here. That's all I'm trying to say. I mean, if y'all don't care, it's fine. But at the same time, let's just let's just go right here. Something like this. It's not gonna be perfect. All right, this is 8, y'all. Oh my gosh. No, look, I don't be saying it, but I be getting nervous sometimes. I be getting a little nervous. I be getting a little nervous. So my goal here is 8. If it's like super shaky, like around 4, I'm stopping, or if I'm like taking too long in between like sets and stuff, that's how I know I need to go down. But I'm gonna try to just at least get to 8, and then we can decide if I want to stay there or not. Hmm. Hmm. Huh. I mean, it wasn't too bad. Maybe I was doing all my little front and stuff, but I mean, it wasn't too bad. I wasn't like I was dying. Y'all know, y'all see me. Like when I'm dying, I start slowing down around like rep 4 or 5, and I'm just standing there like breathing, and I think I managed that all right, right? All right. Not that girl posting it. Yeah, no, she's cool. Yeah, I like her. She's cool. People just be doing. Oh, was she on here or she was doing her own thing? I saw her. I saw her on the corner of my eye, but I didn't know what she was doing. She be recording. I don't think she's recording right now though. You gonna be honest with me? I don't know. I don't know if I need to give you permission or not. What you about to be honest about? Look, you can be honest, but at the same time, it doesn't mean like. Okay, go ahead. I just sometimes entertaining people that be saying stuff. It's just like as long as y'all know, I'm willing to engage in like various topics. But if y'all just coming on some hating type stuff, like what are we gonna do? Like, I'm not gonna go back and forth with y'all. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what I'd say. But you be honest. You know what I'm saying? All right. It's so windy. Oh man. I'm gonna read whatever y'all talking about in a second. Two more. My secret. Oh, thank you. You know what? These ones, I don't like. I feel like I got them because they were pink, obviously. You know, but I don't know. Like I don't really like them sometimes. Like, you know what I mean? Like they kind of look funny sometimes. But if you get close to it, it's got like a snake skin, whatever on it. I mean, look, my justification is at least they're Nikes. I know it sounds crazy. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a brand whore or anything like that, whatever you call it. But I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, like, we're looking for shoes, or if I see other people's shoes, I'd be like, "What brand is that?" I know I'm probably weird thinking that. Maybe I'm just conditioned to think that. I don't know why, but at least I'm like, someone may be like, "Oh, what are those?" I'm like, "Well, look, at least they're Nikes." That's all I'm trying to say. But I don't never seen anybody wear these ones. That's why I think like, you know, Nike be making like the top line stuff, and they be making like the little whatever stuff. That's what I think these are. Actually, when I'm about to do my set, I think I need to tie them a little tighter. They're weird too because they don't lace like regular shoes. They like lace on the top. So you can't really pull them tighter. You're just tying them on the top, if that makes sense. Anyway, thank you. Oh, look, I got to give my little 2 cents on everything. But let me go ahead and tie, see if I can get these a little bit more snug. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that's the thing. I know always when I put on these shorts, I have to wear these shoes because I don't really have any other shoes that would match this shade. Like I have like my little lineup. I don't have that many shoes, and I really don't have that many clothes for real. Like, but I do have certain amount of colors that go with these shoes, and you know what I mean. Certain variations, whatever. All right, y'all. Let me move on because this will just go on forever if I don't. Bro, I just hit in my head. Okay, y'all. Let me go grab. I need to go grab a tissue real quick. So I'll be right back. Stay right there. Don't leave, y'all. Y'all always be leaving. Anytime I step away, y'all be leaving. I literally be back in a moment. All right, I'm back. How long was that? Only like a few seconds, right? Damn, you should look. Everybody says that. I'm not a fighter. Muscles don't equate to fighting. That's why I say every single time people say that, like they really don't. You gotta have hands. When they say you got hands, you know you gotta like know how to fight. Like so, I don't. I'm not even gonna claim to know. Thank you, Chris. Oh, hey, Chris, what's up? All right, hey, Ricky. See you to the Sunday. We're just chilling. I'm not rushing through. Let me get my towel. Just doing some lunges. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep the weight right here. Second set. I'm doing about 4 sets. Like I said, my strategy is always let me just see if I can get to my range. I got to 8 on each of those ones. I'm gonna see if I get to 8 here. If it's the numbers start to fall, that's how I know I need to drop it for the next set. So just follow that. It really hasn't failed me up to this point. I mean, hey, only when I'm trying to get stronger at something, I really just try to like say, no, I gotta stay at this weight. I can't keep dropping it. You know what I mean? I know it's not, you can't really see, but you guys know what I'm doing. Two more. All right. So that's okay. The only thing I'm thinking of is sometimes I know like something might be a little bit off. Like I said, my movements, I'm supposed to be feeling majority glutes. Obviously, there's certain movements like lunges and Bulgarians where you're gonna be training both quads and. But when I start to feel a little bit too much on my quads, I'm like, okay, move my feet, like whatever, like try to get deep, get deep back in here more, like right. So the cues for quads is like this is what I've heard. That's what they say. It's like the knee's gonna come a little bit more forward, right? But then when you're doing glutes, the knee stays like straight, the shin stays straight. It's more like that. You see the difference? This is straight up and down. Versus quad is like, so it's like these little variations. And the thing is, when it gets to be too heavy, naturally stuff starts taking over to get you back up. But that's why it's okay for me to do the 45s on each side and kind of keep going up. Because even though my quads want to start taking over, I'm gonna keep doing it so that it hits my glutes, and the glutes get stronger at managing that weight. So, if that makes sense. I don't know what they're playing right now. I literally told you they take all the songs that they think people might want to hear, and then they just press shuffle. It's like no rhyme or reason. So I listened to some more of the some more Gucci Mane. No, not Gucci. Look at me. I'm thinking about Gucci Mane because all the stuff that's in the not Gucci Mane, Boss Man. Actually, Gucci Mane stuff lately, I don't know. It hasn't been that good. But I'll talk to you about Boss Man in a second. Two more. I mean, at least I didn't have to re-rack it. It's too heavy. We have to re-rack it and then literally stop. Sometimes I was little like we stop and you just like doing that little breathe stuff. and then you can get back to it. You don't gotta go re-rack it, reset. No, no, no. That's why I'm gonna just say this weight again. Let me grab my water. It's windy. You guys see that? Out of the trenches. Hey. Ooh, my water. I mean, would y'all say, do you guys know about the long femur stuff? Look how long my femur. Look how far it is from here to here. Some people who have like, I don't know if you want to call them regular size femurs or shorter femurs, but they have different leverages that make squatting and stuff like that easier. Well, so not easy. Well, I don't know. Maybe you do want to call it easier. They don't have to lean a certain way. But see, like, not, when this, look at me, like right now, like, doesn't that look like long? This angle. Hey, Shiva. All right, let's get back to it. I know you guys are like, are you still on the second exercise? Yes, I am. I am. Lower body takes longer for me. It just does. I need like, you know how like they have like bibs? Well, that's in the front. But I need something to like hold this right here, like a little cape, because it keeps falling. Two more. Okay. The last rep felt, the last two kind of felt like quads, a little bit more quads than I want. But I'm not discouraged. Again, like I said, as I get more accustomed to this weight, look, things always fall into place. I hate to say it like that. Like it does. You keep working at it, things start. Your body just naturally starts getting accustomed. And what's the word I'm trying to look for? It's like an adaptation to what you're working on. All right. Gotta do the other side. See, like, what are they doing with the music? Like, have you guys actually been listening? I don't even know if you guys have been paying attention. I am, because I don't listen to this. I know you guys like probably complaining. It's not complaining. It's just to like, like when you're in the gym, like you want to listen to what you want to listen to. Actually, when I was recording my long form videos, that's why I had another phone. So like when I'm doing my set, I press record, you know. But during my set, I'm actually listening to what I want to listen to in my ear. But I mean, that's not gonna work on live. I get it. Like I can't like be in a whole nother world in my headphones and be with y'all. So I'm choosing y'all. All right. Bruh. Told y'all it's windy. Okay, I got one more. All right. I'm not like jumping for joy on those. I don't know if I should go down. It's like I don't have a rhythm. You know, like, well, like if you saw the other side, like the first like four, I was just like, yeah, like boom, boom. Like, you know what I mean? You have your rhythm. But then like you start failing and stuff, you're like, it's all messed up. So trying to think. Oh, we got the same shoes on. Let me tell. I was just talking about these shoes. We got the same. I don't know if anybody had these ones. What's up? Girl, I'm trying. Like I'm trying. But you strong too. Girl. I've been working up. That's what I'm trying to tell them. I'm on live right now. I'm telling them, I'm just like, should I go down? No, because yeah, whatever. You be strong. I've been working up. No, today is like a day I'm trying it. I'm trying it, so I'm just doing 8. How you doing? You doing hip thrust? I mean, what are y'all working on? You and your trainer? My knees are just so bad. Oh, you don't be using any of the little strap things, whatever. They are bad. Yeah. Do what you can do. You look good, regardless. Of course, I play. I can feel it. I feel you. I feel every bit of it. Oh my God. Yeah. You don't want to overdo it. I feel you. So it looks like you got a good workout going. You did some. You did some lunges already. The back lunge. Then you're doing hip. You just have me in between. What are you doing? Oh, see you. Look at you. Is this from your trainer? He got you on that, or are you doing it your own thing? Freestyling. I'm just kidding. Freestyle. I don't even be feeling like it. Not you be here. You be here. Not feel you. All right then. You used to take a break on Sunday, right? Yeah. But now I'm doing an off day on Saturday and off day on Tuesday. Spreading them out because I was doing 2 off days back to back. So I've been using ChatGPT. Do you use it for anything? Yeah. I've been using it for workouts. It was telling me that it wants me to spread my rest days out. I mean, I think because it's like you trying to go back into it after 2 days. It's like saying I didn't need that. I need to keep hitting it. I don't know. Like I'll be asking this stuff. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. And I know it's not you, but if I don't, I'll be miserable. You be doing what? I don't go to the gym. I be miserable. No, so you go every single day, either here or there. Well, you got another gym too, don't you? I'm like, especially if I get online and I see people working. That's all I don't know about them. Workout. But it's part of your lifestyle. Workout videos on Instagram. I don't know what to do. Like, show me. At this point, I want to see somebody take their please show me somebody sport. Look at you. You can do it on your channel. Yeah, right. No, baby, you got workout. That's because your algorithm. It's your algorithm. It's your you gotta like you gotta watch other stuff and then it's. I can't do it. It's too much. Everybody doing it. Everybody. Yeah. Everybody now. It's new. Yeah, the new wave. I'm coming, y'all. But yeah, I'll let you get back. I was talking to them about these shoes, right? I was like, I've never seen anybody with these shoes. I just got them because they're pink, but I mean, like, they're not like the top end Nikes. Like, they're just like some like off. Like, they're not the cool ones, right? And then I saw y'all, I was like, oh, she wearing them. No, do you think they're comfortable though? Do they feel kind of spacey? Yeah, they got a lot of room. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, all right, I'll talk to you. My bad, y'all. Oh, y'all waited for me. Thank you. I'll be in the gym listening to street music. Okay, Slow Lane, what's he doing here on the weekend? What kind of street music? When you say street, let's talk about street. What you mean? Who's deleting comments? Who's deleting comments? Look, I'm about if you're gonna say something, say it. We're not deleting stuff around here. Because then I wonder, like, what did you guys say? My bad. No, I was just talking to her. Remember I was telling you about these shoes? And then I was like, she got the same ones on a different color. I was like, okay. But like I said, I be wearing the Metcons a lot. Hold on, y'all. Did I can somebody tell me, did I do both sides? Oh my god. I did, right? Oh yeah, I did. I did. No, I did. Because I did this side and I was like with my little rhythm. And then I went to this side. And then I was like, I don't know how I feel about these, but I'm gonna do this one more time. Because remember, I got off and I was like, do I want to go down this last set? But I think since I've rested enough, that depends too. Like how fast you jump back in. If you have like full recovery, it's like, okay, you may as well just do that again. Okay, Slow Lane, what you doing here? Hey, Ben. I'm just get some water, y'all. But look, I'm trying to say, like I said, it does help. It does help my little journal. Excuse me. Because even when I'm not at the same set machine, as long as I write down the weight that I did. If I did 100, on the set machine inside total weight, that's why you got to add it up total weight and you got to know. It's like a pet peeve. Well, look, we're always going to have a pet peeve segment on here. Pet peeve of the day is I just hate when people think that the same way applies to like every single machine. It does not, and it's like not rocket science either. Like it's not even that complicated of a concept to understand. Like literally, look at this. Can you read this? What did that say? Where's my finger? Okay, here we go. Unloaded bar weight 15 pounds. But he'll be running around talking about and then be calculating it like the bar is 45 pounds. The bar is not 45 pounds. Like that's why, first of all, that you should be feeling that it's easier. First of all, that should be the first giveaway. It's easier than because somebody would like literally walk over here and be like, oh, that's 135. 45, 45, 45. That's 135. No, it's not. It's not. So And then I told somebody that, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, I never really thought about it like that." I was like, "Oh, well, I mean," but if you know your total weight on what you've done per leg, then it helps when you go to another machine. You just check out, well, what does a bar weigh, right? What does the bar weigh? And then you add the weight on each side to get to that total. So last time I had 100 total, but now it's 50. 90 plus 15, 105. So I mean, yeah, I went a little over because of just how the weights are. Yeah, I know the bars in the middle. I mean, I know this is right here. Whatever. That's how it is. Because people be walking in, and I just want to be a little bit more courteous. One more, one more. The key is especially those last few. This back leg wants to help. It's like, please let me help. You can't let it. Don't let this back leg help because it's gonna try. I literally have to like, I don't even know how to describe what I be doing. Like, it be back here, but I had to like mentally just like, no, over here. Like, so that's why it starts grinding. Like I'm coming up slow, 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 and then I'm just like lightly lifting this back up. See, this is the back one. I'm lifting that off the ground so I can really just keep grinding, 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 grinding. You know, you got to. You got to because the back leg's gonna try to help. It's getting kind of loud and it's like windy. So after this, I'm gonna try to. I think I'm gonna go inside. You know what's interesting? The lady next door. You know what I'm trying to say. The lady that was over here. I know her. I be seeing her in here and stuff. We be talking. We actually see each other at the nail place too, or whatever. She she has a good body and everything too. Like she be working out. Like actually, she saw me and like she approached me. She was like, "Oh, you be killing it." I'd be like, I wouldn't feel good even like not speaking because you be going hard. So that's how we start talking. So she's cool, like whatever. But she was all like, "I can't believe you're lifting 45 on each side." And I was like, "I'm telling y'all saw me over and over keep saying like, oh, I'm at 35 or oh, I'm at like 40. I gotta keep going up. Right. You see that because I keep working at the same weights over and over and over and over and over. So what I'm trying to get at is everybody has a different perspective. She thinks this is heavy to her. But for me, I'm not saying it is heavy, don't get me wrong, but I've been literally working and chipping away to get to this point. It's not like overnight I just walked in here and was like, yeah. So it's just interesting because she's what I'm trying to say is she's just as capable and able to do it too. Like it's just what you hit and how you hit it. You'd be surprised. I could probably look at somebody right now and be like, oh my God, that's so much weight. But if I literally carved out like a good several months to just work at that particular exercise, I could get to that point too. That's what you don't really know until you actually like doing it. All right, two more. That's what I'm saying. Some last few when it's like kind of grindy. That's why it's what I'm trying to say is it's important to just let this leg work. Let it as slow as it needs to go to get up. Let it work. Because you could easily be like, come on, let's get this up. You know, just this back leg will just get you up there. But that's why I was like, nope. We working on this side. I don't care how slow you gotta go to just get it up. They don't know what to do with the music. All right, y'all. So that was pretty good. I was looking fun with that. So now I can write in my book that I did 105 for 8. So it's a new. I hate to say peeing R, peeing R. Okay, so people always want to say it's a new PR. Sorry, y'all. It's a whole nother ball game. Doing some doing single leg stuff. That's really been a concentration lately. Because you can do a single leg. Sorry, you can do a lot of stuff that's like bilateral. You know, like these leg press. You know, you got this is my favorite machine. Like I still have love for it. I want to go back to it one day. Like I feel like it's missing me. This one, and then you got this guy over here. That's the leg press. You know, you got these bilateral situations going on. This one is it's called a squat press. It's a squat press machine. People keep calling it a leg press, but I be telling them it's not a leg press, it's a squat press. It says it on there. That's a whole other thing because when you do bilateral, you're still working your legs, obviously, but it's a different type of thing going on. It's different when you have to load the weight on literally one leg at a time versus I think with bilateral you using your core a little bit more. They're kind of like a little bit more in sync. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot more stuff that's going on with the bilateral. But I'm saying that I think my body has started to adapt to single leg movements. So it's not even that difficult. It's just adding the weight. Okay, look, look how windy it is. I'm going inside. All right, hey y'all. Okay. Well, it's I know I be having it close. sometimes I be watching sometimes I be watching guys' videos. There's one guy in particular. He be all up in the screen. I be like, back up. Like, back up. And here's why. Here's why. I just feel like he's a dude. So, first of all, do you think guys want to see another dude close up to the screen? I mean, I really be thinking this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, bro, back up. And then two, okay, let's say you're not doing it for the dudes. I guess, but I wouldn't necessarily see why. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. All right, you get what I mean? But then on the flip side, if you're trying to attract females, I just think same concept. I'm not trying to see a dude's face take up the entire screen. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the whole picture. I want to see what else is going on. All right, let me figure out where I'm going. So then I'm just saying that about myself. Like sometimes I be all up in the screen and I gotta back up because I'm like, it's like, okay, I don't want to see all up in your nostrils and stuff. You know what I mean? Let me write that down before I forget. And then I gotta see what my next it's only 4 exercises. That was only two. Let's see. Is it four? What's today? I'm looking at the fifth. So that was last week. Last week. So is it 5 exercises? It is five. How did I get to five? So the rest of the stuff is like straightforward. I had reverse hyperextensions, abductions, and cable kickbacks. So I probably won't stay on here the whole time. We could I'll just do the reverse hyperextensions with y'all. So we got reverse lunges, Smith machine. I'm gonna say gym two, just so I remember where it was at. And I think I'll remember which machine because when I go out there, it's usually there's two Smith machines. There's one that has like this little back, like it's like not open in the back. It's like this bar. I don't know. People don't really be using that when they be doing like single leg Bulgarian things. Sorry, y'all. Um, so I know to do the one on the left, 105 or 8. All right, we're good. What y'all talking about? Oh, thank you. Look, I'm just telling you, it's the gym. It's just working out. I need to go get a tissue. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I think it's my allergies. Like I don't really understand. Lately, as a look, I don't care if it's TMI. I really don't. We're literally past that. We're grown. We're grown. That's what. See, I'm tired of telling y'all. Like, I don't have to give these disclaimers. We are grown. We could talk about stuff. Nothing is weird. I think a lot of people be like, "Ooh, TMI, 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 what? TMI, what?" On most stuff. Truly, people think talking about the bathroom TMI. People think about blowing your nose is TMI. People naturally, like I'm just telling y'all, sometimes like doing my work, I had to blow my nose. I don't know why. I don't know if it's my allergies or what. Like my nose be doing something. So you guys think that's weird, whatever. Like I'm telling y'all, I'd rather. Anyways, or people be like, "Oh, it must be cold in there," and they be talking about what's going on right here, and I'm like, whatever. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, put a raincoat on? I'm not gonna. I mean, not really gonna change that. because it's not bothering me, you know. So we're just gonna keep it cute though. I know you guys. What is going on? Well, that's what I'm saying. I know, but you know, you have some people they just like, oh my gosh, what she's talking about. All right, I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna save my spot. Oh, my bad. I'm gonna save my spot. Watch my spot. Make sure nobody comes over here. Okay. If you see somebody, you need to stop them. I'll be back in like. Give me like 1 minute. All right. That wasn't too long. That was like less than a minute. Well, see, here's what concerned me, and then I'll get back to the workout. We're just talking, but how are you getting all this stuff on social media? This girl, she was on her page or whatever, and she was talking about she had some type of mold poisoning toxicity, and she couldn't figure it out. She was wondering why she wasn't feeling good. I feel fine, so it's just like, but I'm not gonna lie, like you know how like you see stuff, you're like, I wonder if that's me. Here's the thing, my apartment. Look, this I know I'm not trying to make you guys scared. My apartment sometimes like I don't know what it is. Like in my windowsill, sometimes it'd be like moist right there. You know, I don't know. It's always kind of been like that. Sometimes I just go ahead and wipe it, but you just never know. You know what I mean? You just never know. Sometimes when it rains real hard, I feel like it gets kind of moist right there. So I was like, oh. And she's like, when you got mold poisoning or toxicity, you don't really know. But she was like she was saying she feels bad and stuff. I don't really feel bad. But like I said, for whatever reason, I've been through my allergy season. For whatever reason, when I'm working out, sometimes my nose starts running and stuff. I'm not really sure what that is. So let me just do like, let's go ahead and feel it out a little bit. I'm gonna add some weight. I don't think I need to, for whatever reason, I think sometimes my lower back might be taking over. So I kind of felt like I need to come in here and do like a different approach. Maybe just lighten the weight and maybe do some bigger squeezes. Because I think what happens is I'm adding weight, but maybe I'm only getting it because my back is contributing too. So sometimes, you know, you gotta listen to what's happening with your body and readjust. That's all I'm trying to do, right? Because this is the movement. It's a rounded shoulders, rounded back. Sorry, yeah, like a rounded, like all this is like kind of rounded up, squeezing those glutes to the top. You get what I mean? But you can easily, if you got too much load, um, start to come up like this. And see, this is a lower back move when you hit like this versus all this rounded stuff. So, with that being said, let me go ahead and just grab a 45. Let me go ahead and grab a 45 and a 25. Usually, for the past several weeks, I've been doing two 45s and like a 10. But when I get home later that night, I'm feeling lower back. So I'm like, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to tell y'all. That's signals. These are just signals. lot of times when I do something wrong, I'll go home and feel it. I'll be like, see, that didn't hit right. I need to change that up. Nobody's over here trying to claim like they're perfect because I'm not. And I just take these little cues and readjust. Like on Friday, remember I tried for the first time, I tried the top range hip thrust. All I'm about to say all my life. No, literally, all my life I've been doing the full range hip thrust. I don't really do top range. See, there's pulses and there's top range, and I guess I don't know if there's bottom range. Whatever. I don't think you need bottom range really. Like the squeeze is like the top where the glutes are in their most shortened state. But when I went home the past 2 days, I've been feeling lower back. So I'm like, I don't know if some lower back was taking over with that move. All right, so this is like a lower weight, 45 plus 25, 70. Just trying to keep everything rounded, get that form. See, when I'm really like focused on doing it, I didn't even really get that many reps. It feels good. All right, let me check in with y'all because I know I've been yapping. What are we talking about? Oh, that pump's coming in. I can feel it. I gotta stand up. Look, sometimes I'd be like, let me stand up so all that blood flow can really just get in there. Not too bright. When you work out hard, you see results. Yeah, Vaughn. Isaiah, thanks. Some of y'all, I think this is some of you guys are talking about some old stuff. Thanks, Ricky. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, I really like you don't understand how I really want to make the reps good. You got to. Like once you can figure out how to train well, you can really take yourself to these new levels and stuff. So it's really what's important. Do my lips. You gotta keep some lip stuff. You love the close-ups. What are you talking about? Which one? Which one? Oh, in the yeah, but sometimes I mean, I feel like well, I'm not wearing any makeup. I haven't been doing any makeup. Actually, it's good. It's a refreshing. Like I told y'all, my esthetician was like, "Stop wearing makeup to the gym," and I'm like, "Fine, I won't." So I didn't. I haven't, and I think it's been good. A lot of times I'll wear my foundation. And when I start sweating, you see like the little, you see like the makeup just like dripping. Like, so that was a thing too. I'm not gonna lie, especially the summertime. And then when it dries, it's like white stuff. No, I'm serious. You gotta hang out. Baby Bubba, where are you at? Are you in Houston? All right, we're family here. You good? Do what you need to do. Stop. Yeah. No, I'm just telling y'all. Everyone has to use the bathroom. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the thing. So at least y'all cool. But I mean, I think there's this expectation. A lot of people think you just can't talk about certain stuff, or they be like, TMI, that whole TMI thing. Maybe it's TMI for you, but I think other people, if they want to talk about it, let them talk about it. If other people want to hear about it, this is for adults with enough common sense to be in. I appreciate that, Ricky. You're lazy sometimes. What'd you say, Vaughn? When other people work out, it gets me motivated. Okay, I feel you. I'm not gonna lie. I was supposed to be here at 8. I got here at 11. I went back to sleep. I didn't even get out of the bed till 8. No, well, I naturally wake up like I do during the week because my body is naturally waking me up. But I'll get up and, well, I'm just being honest. I take my birth control. I gotta take my birth control every single day. Whatever I do is to regulate my period. I'm not doing nothing. Like I promise y'all, I'm not doing nothing. I literally just take birth control to regulate my period. And what, ladies, if you didn't know this, I be taking birth control pills. My gynecologist was like, you don't really have to have a period. So that's another thing. It applies to the gym too. I'm not trying to be in here worried about my period. I've gone. You're gonna be like, okay, really, TMI? No, no, no. This is life. I wake up at 5 a.m. every single day to take my birth control. So I have to wake up every single day. I can't sleep in because I have to wake up. My alarm says, take your pill, da, da, da. Right? So, and I just do it to regulate my period. You can keep taking your pills. So I haven't had a period like, I think we're going on like 4 or 5 months. But sometimes my body will naturally tell me, okay, it's time. So I still have to say that I gotta be up between the hours of 5 anyways, just for that. And let's go right here. What am I saying? So I'm already up naturally. So I'll be like this morning. I woke up at like, I don't know, probably like, no, I think it was like right at 5. So I get up and then take that, and then I kind of get back in the bed. What did I do? I'm just up. You know, I don't know that feeling. You know that feeling where you're just like up. You're like, what do I do? Oh, I know what I need to do because this is more. This is gonna be the topic of today is gonna be TMI. This is gonna be TMI. I realized because on Friday I was like, this is my last pair of underwear. So I was like, I need to go ahead and wash some laundry before I get ready to get dressed for the gym. So I got up, did my laundry, and that's what I did. Then I got back in the bed, scrolled for a little bit, checked some emails, went back to sleep, and I didn't get out of the bed till 8. So I was supposed to be here. I wanted to get here at 8. You guys even see me? Y'all got some TMIs for me? I know. I'm just sharing all my business today. Ah, okay. Good. I think I'll just use like some body weight ones. I was really trying to focus on letting my glutes squeeze me up. Okay. Actually, there's been times where like maybe I just feel like I have like clothes to wear, but maybe I don't have like underwear or whatever. And I've been like, well, maybe I should just not wear any. And because there's like, don't get me wrong, and I've actually been up in somebody's comment section like, ew, what's wrong with you? This girl was like, this was a long time ago, but I just couldn't believe it. She was like, what? I don't even know what the real was, but it was just along the lines of just not wearing underwear to the gym. And I was like, I commented like, ew, like, look, I be commenting sometimes too. That was a while ago. I don't comment anymore because people just sort of argue with you. They want to like argue with you back and forth on the internet. So, whatever. I mean, I still think that's gross. Like, so what you just like, I'm not gonna play it all the way out, but you already know what I'm about to say. So you just So it's just like, is that what we're doing? No, because I was like, I'm a girl. So I'm like, is that what the girls are doing? So no, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna wash laundry. Like I'm not gonna. Let's, let's talk about things I'm not gonna do. So, but the thing is, I think it's like about this is just a conversation for the girls, I guess. Tell me if I'm wrong. There used to be this whole wave of, oh, you don't want to see a panty line, so you gotta wear a thong. Okay, that's one thing. Now it's like you don't want to see the thong line. I feel like that's what I think that is. Because don't get me wrong, like if you really look, you can see. You know what I mean? You can see. I'd rather people see that I got underwear on than not anything. But people want to make it so smooth, like there's no lines. Like, okay, is this what we're evolving to? Um, this is the topic of the day. If your form is off, the weights are too heavy, your back will right. So I just every so often, you go through the motions and you're just like, okay, because my body's gonna tell me. If I walk away from a workout and like that night or the next day, I'm feeling sore in somewhere where I did not work out or was not intended to work out, I'm like, okay, something didn't go right. So what I'm thinking is it was those hip thrusts the other day or on Friday, those half top range because even when I was doing it, I told you I feel like my leverages are a little bit different. So when you go all the way down for the full range, it's a different feel than just kind of staying up here at this little top. You know, he popped up. Have a great Sunday. Okay, I'll see you. Bye, Rashida. You're probably gone by now. Yeah, you can tell I had a baby, Ken. It's okay. I mean, I feel like most people who are on my channel already know I did. I have like, so it is what it is. Like, what do you want me to say? You know. And here's the thing: at the end of the day, like, of course I have a child. I'm not really trying to have any more. But at the end of the day, I know everybody's like, would you rather have like, well, obviously you want to have a child and then not let it show on your body afterwards. But you win some, you lose some. Would I trade like, let's say a not healthy baby? Well, how do I want to put it? I'm not saying I don't want to have a kid just for that, but it's part of the contributing factors. Part of there's so many different reasons why I probably won't have another kid. But y'all ever realize that it's a gamble? You never know if you're gonna have a child that's gonna have a disability, if they're gonna have mental issues, if they're gonna have any of these things. You just never know. And me personally, you guys can say what you want to say. Oh, do you want to raise? You should just raise whatever you get. Like, no, like it's not that simple. Like to just be making people think like you just supposed to go for that. Like, so, but what I can say is that I have a healthy child. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But what I'm trying to equate that to is, at the end of the day, if it kind of like messed my body up kind of a little bit, then hey, what's the trade-off? A healthy baby, a healthy child at the end of the day? Because you got the next girl, she got the perfect body. I'm gonna just give you an example. Look at Alexis Sky. I'm not trying to talk stuff, but look at Alexis Sky. She's beautiful, perfect body, da 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 da. Don't even look like she had a baby, whatever. But her daughter's got issues. So I'm not justifying. I'm just telling you that there's just so many different trade-offs in life. Like there's so many different angles you could really be looking at stuff. Like it could be worse. But I know y'all were commenting on my little tummy tuck video, which that was a highlight that YouTube put together for me. I didn't even know. Hold on. It's probably not a good angle, but Yep, that's good. Sometimes it's like you gotta like think of things a different way. Like it could be worse. You know what I'm saying? Like most stuff could be worse. Well, it's like somebody could say, "Oh, something's wrong with you." You'd be like, "Well, it could be worse," and you literally list off so many different things. You know what I mean? That it could be worse at. That's how I look at it. Okay. Hey, I'm good. How are you? Oh, he's not a baby. He's about to be 14. So, but I'm just, you get what I mean? Like sometimes you gotta be like, well, you know what did I like, what did I go through to, have a certain body at this point in my life? You know what I mean? And it's like, I gave birth to a child. Like I carried a child. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't even try to justify that stuff. But at the end of the day, like, it don't even really bother me anymore. I just talk about it because people will bring it up. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, no, it's the thing is, I noticed, and actually, maybe well, you guys don't probably follow me on Instagram, but I was going through, you know how like your phone is like shows you old pictures of yourself? So I brought up a picture of last year when I was a lot leaner. When I'm leaner, everything is a lot more popping and everything. You know what I mean? Especially in my midsection. So that's the only trade off. If I do let the bulk go too long, that's what I noticed. I've been through different cycles and it just starts to show a lot more right in here. So, no, I know. I already know. That's one thing about me. I try to be very self aware of what's happening. I think a lot of people, whether they're self conscious about something or not, they be trying to act like they don't know. Like there's this one guy, I follow his channel. Well, you guys probably seen him. He's doing the summer shredding. He's like he has a lot of loose skin. That's one thing I can respect about him. He's like, look, I know I got loose skin. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm working on it. I'm going to my consultations. I'm gonna get the skin removal. Like he's not over here like, what are you talking about? Like, you guys are hating. No, no, no. He gets it. There's another guy. He's another guy on the internet. He's actually really big, and he did a video on. He went to the airport and he bought two seats, but they didn't put the two seats together. They put one seat like somewhere else, and they put another seat over here. So he had like an issue. He put another he put a video out talking about. He's like, at the end of the day, he's like, I'm at the airport right now. I think he said, I don't know if he said the whole plane had a D board. It's not funny, but something had to happen that inconvenienced a lot of the passengers because he was big. And he was like, at the end of the day, it's my fault. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not big as F. And that's what I can respect about others. People when they know, okay, yeah, I got a thing going on. I already know. Yeah, you can tell me over and over. I already know. Like either I'm working on it or it doesn't bother me. Da, da, da. I think that's what we all need to work. That's what we need to not work on, but just like be just self aware of. Like at the end of the day, yeah. But I think a lot of people, because nobody's actually perfect. When people bring up their insecurities or flaws, they be trying to play it off like, "What are you talking about? You're a hater." No, they're not hating. They're just they're just being honest. Hold on, hold that thought. So I'm really trying to do my glutes there. Like, you know what I mean? I could just keep doing it and like doing it with my lower back. So I don't know if that made sense. Like, I think people are like, remember I told you the other day, there's another girl. Look, I don't care about putting people's, at the same time, sometimes when I talk about people, I don't really say their names. But whatever, they put it out there anyways. So there's a girl, whatever, what's her name? Christina uh Girard, something like that. This black lady with short hair. She looks good, you know what I'm saying? People were talking about her eyebrows, and she was trying to play it off like there's nothing wrong with my eyebrows. And I was just like, girl, like, it's not, look, don't get me wrong, it's nothing wrong with the eyebrows. But don't get me wrong, she knew what people were trying to say. People were trying to say, the lady was trying to say, like, you don't do them. You know, she don't really do them. Like, she does her makeup, but she don't do her brows. So it's kind of like, I mean, come on, like, if you do makeup, everybody knows brows is part of the makeup. Like, it's like you don't do makeup without brows. So I just thought it was interesting. But you could tell she was trying to play it off like y'all hating on my eyebrows. But honestly speaking, I think like, especially like online, first of all, people are not gonna let it rest. If they think that something's wrong with you, they're gonna keep telling you it's wrong with you. I think the sooner people be like, yeah, I already know. Like, I already know that. Then it just becomes people are just like, oh, okay, like it's normal, right? But they want to keep like picking at you, like, you know that this is wrong with you. You know this is wrong with you, right? You know what I mean? Well, that's good. He's doing this. Hey, hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I was like, did you die? I'm just kidding. Nah, you're alive? How are you? What's up? I'm good. How are you? What you working on? Glutes. Yeah. On Sunday? Yeah, I've been coming Sundays. I think I told you that. No. I never come on Sundays. I didn't come Friday, so I'm making up for that today. Oh, okay. Oh, you didn't. So, but when you been coming during the week? So, like in the evenings now. Okay. I want to start. I think I'm gonna start coming back in the morning, starting next week. Okay. I got a client who wants to start training after work. Oh, you train clients? Time to time. Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah. So I go to my little 9 to 5 and then do that after. So. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. Because I've still been doing my little early time. I mean, it's been getting later, like kind of like 6. I've been saying longer because I'm going live, so don't say anything. But yeah, I mean, it's been like long. I've been here like 6 to 9 ish. It's a long time, right? 3 hours. It's a lot. Well, look, you got to think the workout, but then sometimes like I be talking. You know, I be talking. Yeah, so that'll slow the content. I'll be seeing your content a little bit too. Yeah, and I told you I got my little. Yeah, I've been doing a little live stuff. You know, EJ. I'm pointing around. Wait, Face and Fitness. Oh, you know, okay. He was like, I'm telling you, you got to do it. So he does TikTok. I was like, let me try the YouTube one. Yeah. So I'll keep you posted, but I don't know if you want to be on here. Okay. No. Okay then. So you may or may not like this week come early. I'm probably keep it on. Okay. I'll be tomorrow's Monday, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll see you then. Okay. All right, y'all. I did that 4 times, right? You guys following what I'm putting in work? I'm happy. Thanks. I don't know what. Okay, I'm trying to get through. What am I saying? That was important. Yeah. Thanks for listening to me. Sonia, right? It's Sonia, right? Looking fit and fine as always. Thanks, Andrew. Hey, how's your name highlighted like that? What does that mean? Are you like VIP or something? I'm just kidding. I've never seen verify. Is that the I'm trying to click on you. Channel activity. What is this? Okay. No, sorry. I never seen anybody's name highlighted like that. Give us the scoop. What's T on that? Okay, hey, slowly. Okay. All right. I see you. Well, I'm trying to get like you. I'm trying to. Anyways. Well, that's good. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I'm at the gym. You know, I be messing around. I'm chatting too much right now, actually. Like, sometimes I be overdoing it, but. All right. So I got 2 more things. I got abductions and I got kickbacks. Like I said, you know, it's all part of the process. I've gotten my main movements out of the way. If you guys been watching, I've been doing my hip thrusts and lunges are like let me just hit those. I gotta hit them good. Like those are like my not bread and butter. Well, bread and butter is yeah for sure, but main movements of the workout. This one I'm pointing to the machine right here behind you guys is the reverse hyperextension. Eh, I don't really think that's vital, critical to do per se. It's just it enhances what I already did. All right. But like I always like to tell y'all, I really appreciate you guys popping in. And whenever y'all have to go, because like I be seeing y'all be like in and out, or some of y'all be coming in the early half, and some of y'all be coming later, but y'all be popping in, so I appreciate it. All right, so I'm just putting on my little ankle straps. I don't know if I want to go out outside because you saw how windy it was. That's like my worst fear. I told y'all like it was windy before, and my whole phone fell on the ground. It's like that's embarrassing. And I know it's not even my fault. Like it's the wind's fault, but it's still like, kind of embarrassing. Like your stuff is you're trying to record and then your phone's like flipped over on the. All right. So I think I'm gonna just stay in here. Oh, let me wipe this down. Keep grinding. Where you get paid on YouTube. What you mean? Where I get verified? Yeah, but you don't gotta be verified. I mean, I get paid on YouTube, obviously. Well, not obviously, but I partner. But I didn't know if it was verified. Isn't verified like also something different? Like you're telling me the 100K, I can get the 100K. I don't have 100K, but I didn't think the partner program was the same thing as necessarily the 100K. So I'm looking for a cable area to set up shop. All right, we're just gonna go right over here. It's actually not even super busy, so this is like pretty cool. Okay, let's talk. You look way too young to be a mother, but it's no secret. I just feel like I don't know if I've always looked. Honestly, if you look at my face, like if I showed you guys some like other pictures of like my face, you could see that like my face used to look a lot more youthful. You know what I mean? My face used to be a lot rounder too. But I notice like when I'm doing a cut, I like my face like kind of like chiseled. Like that sounds crazy. I do because like when I gain weight, my face gets all round and stuff. But as I've like gotten older and like my face, your face just naturally changes when you get older. Anyways, I feel like. But if you look at like pictures of me 10 years ago, like you could just see a lot more youth in my face. I don't know. It's just like I can definitely tell. It's like, oh, my face look like that. But so what you think about that? What I think about what? Let me go back. No, that's what you do. That's what they like. Don't get on live quiet. Hmm. Okay, say that again. How much training? Do some calves. Start swimming. Swim. Hold on, y'all. I gotta send it. All right. My bad. We've been taking quite a few breaks. I'm gonna put y'all over here for a little bit. Okay, how's the cut going? Well, I'm gonna just say this. Is not somebody didn't even ask that. I'm gonna tell y'all. I've been talking to people about it in here. That's one thing about it. Like I want to get good at doing a cut. I don't really, how do I put it? I don't really know what I'm doing when it comes to a cut. I mean, in theory, yeah, I know what a cut is like, but can I say that I've mastered and I know like I'm the best cut person? No. Just because I don't know that I've gone through that many cycles to say I'm good at a cut. That's why I'm just treading very lightly. I asked Chad, I was like, is there any possible way you can do a cut without losing any muscle at all? It was like, no, it was like, if you want me to be, it was like, you want me to be completely honest, almost like that. And it was like, technically, you're gonna lose some, you know? But it just depends on how fast you go at it and how deep into that cut. You go too deep, meaning you're just too lean. You're going to lose strength. You're going to lose muscle, right? So figuring out that sweet spot, and I think it takes a lot of precision and it takes a lot of different cycles to just really understand where's that sweet spot, because it's not going to be the same for everybody. Like some people, some person may start losing muscle at a certain leanness, and then somebody else, I don't know, might not. But I definitely think at the end of the day, if you are enhanced, you can you can be a lot more. How to put it? I think you can get leaner without losing, because that's what I asked it. I was like, so for a natural individual like myself, it was like, yeah, that's gonna be the hardest. Natural people trying to go into these bulks and cuts, it's much harder than someone doing it enhanced. So you got to do it a lot more slow. It makes sense though. Look, I'm doing the reading. I'm not just out here willy nilly doing stuff. Like I'm not like I. If you guys haven't noticed by now, like I'm really trying to like do what I gotta do things properly. But even so, it was kind of a little bit more reassuring. That was like, no, like for a natural individual, you don't have the added benefit that enhanced individuals have, where they can kind of retain the muscle as you're going deep into certain cuts and stuff. Because your body starts wanting to burn off what it can when it starts getting too too deep. I'm gonna get a little step stool, a little step thing. Hey, can I grab? Thank you. Sorry, can I get one of these? If you don't mind, maybe I would get like two. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. Do you get what I mean? And then I have this thing where, even though I know they were trying to be rude, they were trying to be hater. Like they were trying to be a hater. They were trying to be a hater. When somebody came out here several days ago, they were like, "You went too far on the bulk." Yeah, I think I can agree. Like it's just like I can agree because I would rather go too deep into the bulk. Here, well, it's a trade off. If you go too far in the bulk, it's hard. It's harder. You're really messing around with adding that fat onto the body that you got to get off. Regardless, you're gonna have to get it off. But if you, it's almost like no, I want to ride this bulk out. Like I'm trying to really ride the bulk out. So to see how much I can gain, because when you start shifting to that cut, you're just in a whole nother phase. So the energy level starts to fluctuate, the food starts to fluctuate, the strength starts to fluctuate. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, before I get ready to really take it back the other direction, did I get what I want? Did I get that last squeeze? And that's that. But everybody, like, that's why I said he still was hating because he doesn't know the context of what I'm trying to do. He's just saying I wouldn't have gone that far. Okay, you might not have taken your bulk. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to focus on. You may not taking your bulk to a certain level. So what I'm doing here, obviously, is just kickbacks. And the main thing that I'm focused on here is really just getting some more, really just getting these squeezes in. Based on what I already did, the hip thrust. and the lunges, this is just really adding some more icing. Okay, let me check in with y'all. I feel like I'd be abandoning y'all. All right. Okay, yeah, I got everybody. Y'all are over here being quiet and stuff, so that's okay. All right, let me do more of these. I don't even need to be on here that long. I've already been, what? It's already been like 2.5 hours. So let me just do a little bit more. Let me know if y'all want to chat anymore, but I'm gonna just do the other side and then I'll call it a day. I'll be back in the morning. So let me just do the other side. Thank you, Andrew. What y'all up to today? Anybody doing anything? It just feels good. I like Sundays. It's just I really gotta figure out the best way to go about it. Because when you do during the week, it's like sticks to the same. But when I try to figure it out, it was like more like, well, look, I run all this stuff through chat. Chat was like, it was like you keep the early time, you keep your body naturally waking up early by still waking up at the time you would have woken up and just still moving the body and moving the mind and being alert and either eating or just things like that. That's how you keep that. Because I was thinking like, oh, my body needs to be at the gym at the time because naturally my body is going to feel like trying to be physical at those hours. But it was like, no, that's not what keeps you up and alert. So I didn't want to mess up my sleep pattern by sometimes going to the gym on Sundays later and then sometimes going during the week in the early game. But it was just saying like, no, just make sure like keep waking up at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, like 4 o'clock in the morning, and it'll stick. It'll keep sticking. I gotta do this side. Chilling out, watching. Yeah, whatever. Hey, baby, but I'm about to get up off here. I know y'all been around. Time just slips away. I'm telling y'all. But I'm gonna do this side, and then we're gonna call it a day. Yeah, you guys need to Again, I'm not the type to be like, turn on the post notifications, da, 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 subscribe, like da da da, like all that stuff. It's just so cliche. But I will say, honestly speaking, truly, if you want to be here with me in the morning, it's probably just best to do the post notifications. That's all I gotta say. Because, like I said, when I follow people on YouTube, you just never know when somebody's gonna go live. That's the only thing. You don't know when exactly they're gonna start the live. So I only follow like a couple people that go live. I put my post notifications on for them, and then it lets me know. So that's all I gotta say. But other than that, okay, this is too light. Why is it feel so light on that side? Let's. It's interesting because that's just feeling a little too light. That's feeling a little too light on that side. But that's the weight I did on the other side, so I'm gonna just keep that same weight. All right, y'all. That's good. I don't know if I'm gonna go and watch any Netflix. Like I said, it's basically right now it's Money Heist. I'm watching Money Heist and Homicide New York. Actually, my son wanted to watch Squid Game again. We've watched that like so many times. But see, here's what you got to do. This is what I realized. Y'all may think, see, some of those series where it's just so much going on, you may think when the first time you watch it, the first couple times you watch it, you got everything, but you really don't. You really don't. I promise you, you don't. Because even, for example, we started watching Squid Game again like 2 days ago, and even the intro, when the little kids are playing they're playing in the the kids are playing. He's telling you how they're playing the game and the rules of that game. Um, but see, you miss it because what happens is you're trying to figure out who the kids are. Kind of, it's in black and white. It's dubbed. Uh, and so you got to catch all that. So when we actually what we do, we kind of rewind stuff and be like, okay, did you miss that? Okay, we gonna rewind it again. We watch it again, and then we figured it was like, oh my gosh, that's the squid. You know what I mean? Like that's the whole point. Like maybe y'all got that. We didn't get it at first. Like the squid, they're playing the squid, and then they showed us the rules. And if you get pushed out of bounds, da, da, da. I was like, oh my gosh, like okay. So do you get what I mean? So I guess what I'm trying to say is I've been on this tip where I'm watching shows, and I don't mind watching a good show again and going back and watching it and seeing all the stuff that I missed. Because you'd be surprised. We went back and watched Dahmer again, and there were so many different like tidbits and little angles. It was like, oh my gosh, like you know. Okay, y'all, I'm going. I'll see y'all in the morning. Okay. Do you want to do a little physique before I go? You know. I mean, I still got some ways to go. Like I said, my iPhone humbled me. It humbled me a couple days ago. It was like, yeah, this is what you used to look like last year this time. I was like, okay, okay. I get it. I get it. All right, y'all. Hey, Rooms. Hey, Rome. You know what? You just got on here, huh? Because I'm about to leave. That's the only thing I will tell you. I'm not going to tell you to like, comment, or subscribe, but I'm going to tell y'all to, you might have to put I don't know if you got to subscribe to put the post notifications on, but in order to know when I go live again, like I said, during the week, it's always going to be in the morning, 5:30 or 6, between 5:30 and 6:30 a.m. Central. So, all right, I'll see y'all. Bye. Bye.